Hello and welcome back to another episode of Modern Skyblock 2 with me, Paragraph 8. How are you doing? I hope you're doing fine. I just finished working. I am a bit tired, but I wanted to finally record this episode. I've been preparing some stuff, and the first thing that I want to do is, I think, making us or giving us the ability to fly. There is this chicken wing ring, which has quite a nice sound to it. And, I prepared this. We need the golden lasso from extra utilities, and then we need a chicken. Ooh, there are two. Let's grab you. And this gives us the chicken wing ring, and I think that means we fly slower down, apparently. So okay, yeah, it's not really flight. Oh, that's kind of saddening. I hoped it would be something like that. Why would you then use this? I don't know. Anyways, we finished a quest here, and you see I also finished the basic GP production and the machines that don't take power, the mechanical miner and the mechanical user, because those, the mechanical users at least, I want to utilize today. What is this? Ring of the Flying Squid. There are weird rings in this pack. I did not know these existed. And there's the angel ring that we know. But yeah, let me also show you I finally built up this smeltery. Would I have known that this is so useful, I would have done it earlier. It is not a huge smeltery. You see, you can only put in 16 ingots at a time, and it also does not make the alloys like the big smeltery, but I was able to make plates and gears with that from the bronze, and that enabled me to make a couple of these iron casings wherever I put them. There they are. You see, you need this sturdy casing, and that brought us to quite a hold the last time I tried this. Wood casings, no problem. I had a full stack of these, but then this came around, and yeah, ingots, okay, possible, totally possible, but the gears and the bronze plates you could not make with the magnetic craft crushing table. So yeah, then I finally figured out I could just smelt the ingots down and use the casts to make them, and that I did, and that was another quest somewhere, I think in the useful editions. Yes, here. Let's claim that, by the way, and also this, and this, and I think this as well. So, yeah, still no flight, but we can make the next ring of the flying squid sometime, and we also have this iron casing now, and that finally opened up this quest line a little bit more, which means we can make compression, which we need to make the auto crafter thing I showed you the last time, and this thing here, more sap, that is automatically collecting sap from the trees outside, and automatic grinding and powered alloy, and that is really, really useful. Yeah. But today I also got rid of the staircase, and I have this teleporter now. Much better. Don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. But yeah, today I want to have built something up here. you know, currently I go ahead and I take the cobble, I smelt the cobble down into stone, into smooth stone. I make compressed smooth stone, take the grinder, and I get these dirty diamonds and dirty emeralds and stuff, and I put them manually into the cauldron. But I saw Torgal? Anyways, another YouTuber who is really good at modded. Oh my god, is he good. But he played this pack a little while, and he built up a semi, or actually he made it a fully automatic generation of these emeralds, of these gems and the diamonds and all that stuff. And I want to at least make it a semi-manual. Something I forgot to mention before is this thing here, the Advanced Item Collector. This is kinda like a vacuum hopper, but a little bit of a different recipe, and it does not collect the XP if some is dropped, but it collects all items that are within a certain region. And with this Advanced Item Collector you can actually define what region this will collect the items from. So I am finally able to automatically collect these snowballs. Currently they are these nodes, they are without any upgrades, so they are pretty slow. Only one per tick, it feels like. One item per tick, or maybe two. But yeah, it is a start. It is a start, definitely. I crafted up some more, so we can use them now. Because upstairs we are going to have... I will leave a little bit of space back here, and then we will go up a little bit, kind of like this, and have this here, and this will have cobblestone, which I have here, and then let me just put that in there. And then I need a couple of the mechanical users to the sides. So on the one side we will have furnaces that will smelt up the cobblestone into smooth stone, and on the other side we will have the mechanical users using the rock grinders, and that will then grind down to gravel, to sand, and yeah, that will be quite useful as well. So we have a good resource of sand and gravel upstairs, and then also the gem production. So let me continue grabbing the things. You can see I have built up this thing a little bit more. On this side we have the sand production, more or less, and I filled all the mechanical users up with the iron rock grinders, so that will last us quite long. And on this side we have the smooth stone production. I have to fill these currently up manually with charcoal, but yeah, that's just one way to control this thing. And the smooth stone is fed into this mechanical user, and this in the back is also filled up with the iron rock grinders. Here we have a chest, because we get several different things from the smooth stone, and these things are collected with this advanced item collector. And yeah, so we just have to configure these here to do a generic, a right click, a generic left click, place block, use item. Use item on block maybe. Let's test this. Let's do, place block, and this should then start, not to place the block, but use item on block. So these have to be use item on block and left click. Yes. And it is not important for us which block or which of these rock grinders they use. Actually, they can use any. And then we do the same thing for all the others. Okay, I hope I have not forgotten anything. I had to reconfigure this item collector to a smaller diameter, and because it was picking up stuff that I threw here, and that we of course do not want. If that still is not working correctly, then I have to push this a little bit further along. Also, I put this here in. We have just a simple transfer node with item filter for clay buckets, so empty buckets will be collected from there and pushed into here, and this here has an item filter for water clay buckets that will be pushed into this manual user, and they are generic click, right click, and use upper left slot only. This is where we will put these in. And then this stops, and this here is also just using the items on the block, and this is collecting everything, and it seems like the stuff is actually working. Oh man, that is really cool. I also decided to not use a trash can, because that would have picked up the sand too, of course. How could I be so stupid? So I decided to go with a simple draw, basic draw with a void upgrade for the flint. Currently we have 12 stacks in there. That should be enough for quite some time. What else can we do this episode? Okay, let's craft up this compressor here. I crafted up the electronic circuits, and we need this basic machine frame, and there it is. So let's see. I put up the energy, so our windmill up here again, and now how can I... This takes EU? How do we give power to this thing? How do we do that? Please tell me. Da 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 da! It is powering up. You have to right click with the engineer's hammer on the side of this capacitor, because it just doesn't output at any side. You have to configure it, of course. Yes, but now this is working. Luckily, and let's have a look. What is in this loot chest? A lot of cake. Yay! Yeah, now that we have that, we can look at the crafter. What was it called? The analog crafter, because we needed this colossal chest wall. And for that we need wooden plates, and these we get by putting planks into the compressor. Yay! There is the analog crafter. That means we can put in this here and have that finally making the dirt automatically, which is quite nice, I would say. And I will do that quickly off camera. And there it is, the finished coarse dirt machine. Let me quickly show you how this analog crafter is working. You can define here which slots are accessible and which should be disabled, and you can also define if one slot is maybe just accessible from one specific side. So this is very, very versatile. And then you have the ability to make this thing sticky, so keep at least one item in each slot if they are stackable. So like this, there will be forever basically this recipe inside of there, and you can also spread the items, so it's not first filling up that slot and that and that and that, but it's spreading them around and making the items as fast as possible. And I am transferring them directly into this freezer that is making them to coarse dirt. But yeah, this analog crafter is really such a great thing. I am really happy that we can finally craft that up. That is so useful. I will, I think, also put that in the back here maybe to yeah, make this step here to have the iron grinders crafted up yeah, automatically and filled into these slots here whenever one breaks. We could also use the stone grinders, I think. Might be more resource efficient. Yeah, I think I will do that. The German in me says I have to do that. Anyways, this is it for this episode. I'm happy with what we achieved today, that we have this thing running. We can make gravel and sand whenever we need, and we have automatically these things generated, and that is awesome. I don't have to manually right click on this cauldron anymore. That was so annoying. And in the later stages of the game, there are actually blocks from the Sky Resource mod that yeah, have this all in one, so you don't need this big contraption. But until then, this is really the best thing you can do. There is a better thing, as I mentioned, from Torgal. Check him out. I will remember, I hope, to put a link down in the description. But he invented this, as I mentioned. But yeah, this is really great, and I should stop rambling now. I am just so glad that this worked out. I hope you are too, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I also hope to see you in the next one. Lots and lots of hope. Until then, I wish you a super great time, and I say bye.